Good morning, viewers around the world. Good morning to all great listeners of Schengen Story Media News Roundup. We bring you news updates the very first day of the week. And this is another beautiful day. Today is the 25th of October, 2021. And we're here again to give our listeners in Europe, around the world, Nigeria, the news updates and some occurrences. So you're welcome to this beautiful morning, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, joining me is my very good friends, my coordinators in Europe. From France is our man, Chuma Bombuche. Chuma Bombuche, how are you this morning?
I am doing great. You can see.
Yes,
from all angles. The weather is a little bit better for us today, and then we are seeing the sun coming. But even though it's cold, the sun can keep us going, so we can actually put on some little good fashions outside now. So everything is okay. We are calm.
Great.
I hope outside is okay too.
Yes, Italy is wonderful. The weather is cold anyway, as usual. This is Europe, and now the winter begins to set in, and the winter is cold. So, but we are used to it. We get used to it. We warm up anyhow we can. Drink more coffee, more tea. Yes, and one place that is extremely cold at a time like this is the UK. The UK has our man Godson Azu. Godson, you don't look like you're cold. Is the cold not there yet?
Well, good morning, my good friend Mark Godwin, and it's my great pleasure joining you this Good Morning Monday. And it's been wonderful here in the United Kingdom. The weather is pretty friendly, at least for now. It's not all that very chill or cold or wintry. It's just a bit like a nice weather to keep your skin fresh and clean, and I love it. And also you can see I'm looking more like a Nigerian, and today I decided to chew my chewing stick rather than brushing my teeth with the white man brush. This is to be a full Nigerian today. It makes me remember home. If you don't like it, please try it. Somebody brought this from Nigeria to me, and I love it. In fact, I don't need to walk to the bathroom. I just put it there.
Yes.
It does the
job. For the younger generation of Africans in Europe.
They don't know this. We need to teach them what this is. This is the natural teeth cleaner, the natural teeth cleaner.
Natural teeth cleaner.
Called chewing stick. Paku. You don't man call it Paku.
Thank you very much. So, guys, you're welcome. You're all welcome to today's news update, news roundup around the world. And wonderfully enough, we also have with us a very good friend, a pioneer. You're talking of giants in the Nigerian movie industry. We have with us, I hope he's also there, Emeka Rollas. Emeka Rollas will be joining us in some discussion on ground. And we hope the network will take it in. Okay, so while we wait for Emeka Rollas, please, guys, can you bring us up to date with things happening? A lot has been happening throughout the week. A lot has been happening in the past couple days, during the weekend, Friday. We even have a horrible situation in America where an actor mistakenly shot a movie director, cinematographer, and too many things happening. Mazi Azu, what are you following? What are you following before we bring in our honorable Emeka Rollas? Mazi Azu, what are you following from your corner? How is the fuel situation in UK? How is the Queen? The Queen has been reported canceling her events because of health. What's happening there?
Yeah. I mean, in the UK, things are still very, very shaky to a certain extent with regards to the COVID protocol management by the government and the people in the UK. In as much as the government has been doing all it can, the possible best they can, to ensure that the country opens up to business and functions of day-to-day human and social activities. There are still some challenges and some issues with regards to the numbers of COVID positive tests and hospitalizations, and being able to get more and more people to get vaccinated, and encouraging more, especially the younger generation, the youths, to get vaccinated, because the transmission at this moment is more prevailing among the young people who are not really trying to play along with the COVID restriction orders and vaccination procedures. And as such, these young people get infected either at school, in uni, or at college, and they come back home and sometimes transmit this to their parents or their guardians. And this is becoming a huge challenge for the government to ensure that the number of vaccination in the country get more and more in number. And as such, they've increased the vaccination locations at the point they're getting it even more closer to the community rather than far out from the people, and so to encourage people to have a working vaccination process rather than being invited. And so this is a challenge. And also we know that the Queen is getting older. She's very, very old, and trying to manage her diary, her government functionary activities is an issue that the system is trying to cope with, and also coping with the COVID situation. I know that there has been so many backlog of government functionary protocols that have been kept aside, such as receiving of ambassadors or government mercenary ambassadorial delegates to kind of have their one-to-one with the head of state. Especially, I know that of Nigeria has not really presented himself before the Queen as at today, and so many other new ambassadors have not done so, and so many state functions have been delayed because of her state of health, which is not been very stable. And we wish her all the very best. We hope that she gets stronger, and we look forward to a point where Prince Charles will take some of this responsibility fully, in order to give the mom some time to keep her health and rest for a while. And the UK is struggling also with the Brexit challenges, the backlog challenges, with the backtail issues in Northern Ireland and across the crossing channels into the UK for goods and mostly services from Europe or Eastern Europe into the UK. There's still a lot of bottlenecks about how to manage this whole system as Christmas draws nearer. There are challenges about how they will get enough turkey for Christmas, how they get enough chicken for Christmas, how they get enough potatoes for Christmas, and many of the retail shops are struggling to keep their stocks in full for the customers. And so the government is doing all they can. They are trying to leverage on a lot of policies and rules and regulations to allow for the period of the Christmas, certain things such as goods getting through Dover or other crossing channels into Britain in order to allow businesses to grow. From the Nigerian point of view, there's a lot of challenges in Nigeria at the moment. We know that this week is a very critical week for political permutations, internal politics of the two great political parties in Nigeria, most especially that of the People's Democratic Party. This weekend is going to be a weekend of a decider for the party survival. And as we also look forward to that process, we know there is a court injunction that is about going on or that has been put in place at the Federal High Court in Kaduna to stop the anticipated PDP National Convention to hold this weekend. And I know that the party in its own goodwill have assured all their members worldwide and in Nigeria that the convention will be holding this weekend. And a lot of things are going on also with the APC convention process. About 16 or 18 states of the Federation where congresses were conducted. There has been a huge non-decider approach with the party members in Lagos, in Ogun, in Oyo, in Kwara, in Taraba, in Enugu, in Anambra, in Imo, in Rivers. So many of the APC's state congresses were completely undecided. There were up to 70 or 80 different chairmen of the states that came out in most of these states. But there were states with 2-3 chairmen. There were states that were 2 chairmen, and so this week is going to be a very challenging week politically, and also looking at the Anambra election, which is going to be a very strong template on how we move forward for 2022-2023 political year. Anambra is going to be a good signpost on how we manage our elections. Hopefully, we know there is a huge threat from IPOB, whether it is original IPOB, whether it is fake IPOB, whether it is divided, fractional IPOB. No one knows which IPOB is giving orders in Nigeria these days. They have given an order that if Nnamdi Kanu is not released between now and the end of this month, they are going to declare a state of sit at home in the southeast, entire southeast, from the 4th of November to the 10th of November, when the next hearing of Nnamdi Kanu is going to be holding in Abuja. And that is a very, very serious threat. And also we know that there is another threat which has been coming from Sheikh Gumi. Sheikh Gumi has been given another new threat with regards to the fact that a lot of people, both in the south and the north, are calling on President Buhari to designate bandits as terrorists, to declare all bandit activities and those acting on bandit activities as terrorists. And
yes, we're going to come to that. That's a very strong line of discussion, and we're going to come to that. So I want to thank you very much, giving us good insight from happenings from the UK to Nigeria. Chuma, what are you seeing from your corner?
From my corner, I'm going straight to Imo State. What is going on there? There's so many killings going on in Imo State. There was a very, 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 very touching situation that happened at Njaba, where some unknown gunmen came and slaughtered, shot and killed the traditional rulers who were having a meeting there that period. And the way it's going, the news we are getting that is coming to our desk here says that the police are saying that they were not informed that the traditional rulers are going to have a meeting together. So, but the local government chairman or IMC, the local government IMC chairman, Honorable Emeka Ihenacho, countered what they said. He told them that he informed the police and they are aware of the whole thing, that even the police sent their Operation Search and Flush to come to the venue. They came to the venue only for them to leave some few minutes before the attack came. Now, he said that he overlooked what they were saying, not until the police, PRO officer, the CPS Michael Abatam, gave a statement, issued out a statement that said that the police were not aware of the whole thing, that they tried to see how they can get in touch with the chairman, and they were not getting the chairman or something like that, which is not what the chairman is saying, because he said they are all aware of what happened, that he informed them, got permission from them, got every clearance he wanted. Now, this is going on, and these traditional rulers are killed. But we are yet to hear from the governor. We have not had anything from the governor countering the motion or condemning the motion or whatever. If he has done that, maybe lately, I don't know, it hasn't come to my table. Maybe he has also passed all the whole thing. And then we are now asking, with this situation that is going on there, our traditional rulers, where are they? Do they have respect? Do they have honor? Do they have grounds in Nigeria? These are lives that are being wasted. Who are these ungun men or unknown gunmen or men gun known? I don't know which one we'll call them. It is not working very well in the East. The whole East is under siege as they are moving from one place to the other. The same thing also in Ebonyi. And they are moving also in Aba. There was a demonstration also in Aba where the women came out to demonstrate everywhere, accusing the governor of not doing anything, that they don't have any road to work on. They don't know how to move out from their houses or how to go to work and whatever. That Aba has more or less become a slump. And then there's no way you can move around in Aba. A place that will take you 5 minutes, with a bike, will take you like 2 hours. You swim, you jump, you go into the valleys, you come out. The roads are not working. And they said, why should the governor be celebrating his birthday, saying that he has done something great when he has not done anything? So we are calling upon the governor to please to help us make the state look better, and all the governors of the Southeast,
the one you are seeing
also the insecurity, to help us, please. Help us make Imo State, make the Eastern Nigeria, a peaceful place. This is a place that's always peaceful. This is a place where you get industrial people who are working. They are people who are fabricating things. They are always industrious, doing things to help themselves. So I don't know why we should be, talking about security and insecurity over there. This gives room to why people are calling for state police. We should have state and regional police, just like they have other places. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chuma. You're passionate now and about your people, and you're giving us the update. So much is happening. I know you guys are following what just happened early this morning in Sudan. I know you're following. Sudan has a coup that has taken place, and situations are rough now. The former Prime Minister Abu Dalla has been whisked away. Godson, you're following what is happening in Sudan. We're coming to that later. I think you're following the Sudan situation. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our friend. But before then, let's go on a break. Thank you very much.
Schengen Story Magazine is an African international bi-monthly magazine based in Milan, Italy, and founded in 2016. The publication focuses on personalities, fashion, style, entrepreneurship, and culture for Africans. Though articles on food, movies, fitness, music, travel, sports, technology, and books are also featured. Our lives full of best stories. A lot can happen in a month. Expand your mind, change your world. Get Schengen Story Magazine's full editions, celebrating Africans make an impact. Read better, the inside story. Your fashion magazine for a better lifestyle, inspiring stories for you. Your monthly dose of entertainment, a better mind keeping you updated.
Hashtag Schengen Story Magazine. Get Schengen Story Magazine full editions.
Yes, gentlemen, we are back again. A lot is happening, but before we go into those discussions, please we have with us a great friend, a man that I respect so much, and he's here with us to dialogue. Gentlemen, I'm bringing in our friend from Nigeria. He's connecting with us from Nigeria, and that's the great man, EJEZIE Emeka Rollas. Emeka, are you there? Come in now. Yes, we can see you. This is Emeka Rollas. Emeka Rollas is the national president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria. Emeka Rollas was born in Nigeria in 1969 to the EJEZIE family in Anambra State. And he's been very, very industrious and very, very passionate about the entertainment industry. Emeka has love for art, big interest in theater acting back in the days, those days, when he later joined the Polytechnic, Oko, Anambra State. Emeka studied mass communication, and he has really done very well in that space. Emeka is here with us, ladies and gentlemen, and we are happy to have him. Emeka has also featured in countless, almost 200 major Nollywood movies. 200. Man, that's a big one. Emeka, you're welcome. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Great. So listen to this. This is Schengen Story Media. We broadcast to the rough estimate is 17 million Nigerians, and in that 17 million Nigerians are what you call the second, third generation Nigerians that were born here. Now, because many of them might not know you, please can you from your own mouth introduce yourself. Let's get to meet you, those Nigerians that probably don't know you. Go ahead, Emeka.
He's on mute.
Oh dear.
He's on mute.
I think it's his phone.
Okay.
Yes.
My name is EJEZIE Emeka Rollas. I'm the national president of the Actors Guild of Nigeria. Actors Guild of Nigeria is a guild that takes care of the welfare of the whole actors in Nollywood. Affiliated with the International Federation of Actors, with headquarters in Brussels, having a very successful twining relationship with the Screen Actors Guild of America, SAG-AFTRA, and the British Equity in the UK. I'm an actor principally, but I'm also a film producer and a film director as well. My job as the president of the Actors Guild is just a frontline job of ensuring that all the actors acting in Nollywood are well taken care of in every production they take part in. It's getting better because the Nollywood, as you all know, was not a government-developed industry. It was an industry that came by people's ingenuity. And then gradually, it began to launder the image of the country. And the government felt that we need to also celebrate these people because they have rewritten our wrongs globally. That is where we are for the moment. I'm from Ihala in Anambra State. I'm happily married with 7 children, and we're doing very well.
You're doing too well. Thank you so much, Emeka. We're happy to have you here. Last week, we also had a colleague of yours. We are going to put some questions to you, and we hope we can get some insights from them. One of such is, I'm going to say this, one of such is, what does the Actors Guild do about the health issue of the actors? We hear once in a while, we get this news of actors falling into illness, sickness, actors falling into various kinds of health issues, and we see that they don't have any help, no succor. You will see that message, people, please come and help this so person. He's dying, he has this sickness. What are you doing about that, Honorable Emeka? What is the organization doing about that situation? Because I know, like here in the West, they have insurance policies for people in various categories of endeavors, you know. So what are we doing about our actors being
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can. Did you hear the question? Did you hear me? No, we can hear you. We can hear you, Emeka.
Okay.
But did you hear my question?
Yes, I had your question clearly, and I want to start dealing with it.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, when I took over office in 2019, after a celebrated election in Uyo, in our home state, we had a very deplorable situation when it comes in terms of health. And I took an initiative for us to have a health management scheme, which requires that every actor must have access to health care. But usually, as it is everywhere in the world, you have to pay for that health care. It's not given to you on a platter of gold, but we have reduced it where you can even pay as low as 8,500 naira monthly for you to have access to a hospital. We engaged Medicard. Medicard is a
Schengen Story magazine is an African international bi-monthly magazine based in Milan, Italy, and founded in 2016. The publication focuses on personalities, fashion, style, entrepreneurship, and culture for Africans. Though articles on food, movies, fitness, music, travel, sports, technology, and books are also featured. Our lives full of best stories. A lot can happen in a month. Expand your mind, change your world. Get Schengen Story magazine's full editions. Celebrating Africans make an impact. Read better, the inside story. Your fashion magazine.
Thank you very much. We're back again. We have that network problem. Gentlemen, I have to bring you guys in. Yes, we're with Emeka Rollas and we are discussing some very important things, the health issues, health situation of our actors. What will you say, Maziazu, when Emeka Rollas comes back? What will you want to ask him on this? What are your views on some of these issues affecting Nollywood and acting, the entertainment industry?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, one key area that requires further information or clear understanding is how the Actors Guild and its leadership are able to manage its memberships in terms of their health and health challenges, and in terms of their out of job challenges, and also those who retire from acting functions, how they are being looked after in retirement, because in recent time we have had so many stories of many of Nigerian old time actors who are too old to act or have been bedridden due to ill health.
Yes.
We are not really given the necessary financial or support or necessary colleague care support, and we only hear about their challenges when it's being posted on social media, seeking for public help and
most times it is
financial
posted.
support.
Most times it's posted when you have like a week or two, the person passes away.
Yeah, it's quite ridiculous. And if there, I know as far back as in the early 90s, Actors Guild has been in existence, and these days we have some number of actors who claim to be millionaires or billionaires or whatever. Why are they not putting back into the system what they have made out of the system to support those who are unable to equal their financial capacity in order for them to also be part of the society, even after spending 30, 35, 40 years in the industry? I know some of these actors have spent almost their entire adulthood acting in Nigeria, from TV sets, screen sets, to Nollywood, and over the years, some of them now have retired without even no proper housing accommodation.
They end up going. They recline. They decline to poverty.
There is need for us to know what is the problem. Is it because they are not paid?
That's why we brought in Emeka Rollas this morning.
Is it because they are not paid? Is it because they are living a very high life standard? They spend more than they can afford, and they didn't save enough for latter days? Or is it that they had bad managers? They were not well managed in the early days.
What do you were in? You were involved in Nollywood also, somehow in South Africa. What do you say about this? Because it's a serious issue, and if people are not addressing it as much as they should, we have a situation where these people that create beautiful content for us, they've kept us happy. The industry has done so well to Nigerians as entertainment, you know. But we every time hear of this one great guy dying and nobody comes to his aid and he just dies. And most times it is he had cancer, he had leukemia, he had pancreas this, he had the other one. Bam, the person goes off. I have a friend called local.
Yeah. Actually, you just mentioned some local now. It calls to mind. I had a movie with him 1 or 2 years before he died.
Okay.
He shot one of the movies, and then one thing I discovered is this: our actors, the payments, they are being paid off. When you go to act a movie, the producer or the executive producer, they come with a contract that says that after acting this movie, you have no hands in it again. It's off. So it is being done like a give and take issue where you go to trade. You bring a barter trade. You bring your product. I buy from you. I give you money, and you don't know what I do with it. But that is not the way it is in other countries. And when you pay an actor actually to act for you in your movie, you're producing something. There's what is called royalty. When you sign the contract, you say if these movies are being aired, in televisions, like now we have YouTube that are affecting the sales of hard copy movies. They're all online now. So you tell them that these things are, by the end of the day, if they are sold, or the royalties you get from YouTube, Google, and all these things that bring these things in, you give them a certain percentage, even if it is each actor gets 1%. Okay, if there are so many actors in the whole thing, you reduce the percentage. At the end of the day, if you bring out like a 50% or let's say 40% for your actors and the crew on that, it helps them so that even when they don't again.
Yes, let me help you, Chuma. You're bringing good insight. We really need to bring some insights also, sell this knowledge to the Nollywood industry.
I have that in a question I want to put across to Emeka. There's a way I framed it, so but go on. Then when it comes,
yes. So what you're saying is vital. It's vital because the industry has grown. Last time, Schengen EJEZIE was telling us that it's now the second in the classification of.
It has always been. Maybe you mixed it up. It was battled with Bollywood.
One time it was Bollywood. After Nollywood, American Hollywood.
Yeah, it's Bollywood. Yeah. Yes. But after as far back as 2010, Nigeria has already gone to second position.
Oh,
they were alternating with Bollywood. Yeah.
Great feat. But they need to get it right in the managerial aspect and administration. You talked about movie payments, and you know, some actors don't get paid acting movie. They don't in the Western world. They don't collect money from the acting. They now wait for it to go to the cinema, or it goes to. Then they work it out and say whatever you make there, they work a percentage out and say whatever you make in the cinema, I get so. And that way, that actor gets even more than he would have gotten if he was paid for the movie. But because Nigeria is fragmented, take note, piracy is on the loose, and the cinema is not well structured, so they can't really make money from the cinema, and they can't make money from the way it is here. But still, they can have it right in Nigeria. Because it's a pity that some of them acted these whole movies, and you still find them not even owning a car. I once saw the man you call Chips Zebrodaya. I saw Zebrodaya, and I mean, but that was a long time anyway. Maybe now he has a car. Maybe now he could afford. But I saw him then, and he didn't have a car. And this was a very popular man then. And somebody was walking with him with umbrella. You know?
It's painful. It's very painful. You're talking of Zebrodaya. Zebrodaya is a bit better now. But what do you have to say about James Hero that died of glaucoma? Nati is there. This guy Jegede from SNDC. He died also the same thing. You talk about Ramota and all these things. These are people that made name on the movie industry. Talk of this guy, Jaguar and all those people. They made names, you understand? But nothing was done for them. That is why we need to restructure ourselves so that they can be able to get something later. And at the same time, create a very good room for them to help the upcoming artists. Everybody wants to come on screen. Everybody wants to be a superstar. And we don't really understand that being a superstar is not just being that popular. When you become a superstar, people are watching you, but you don't need to live a flamboyant life.
Sorry, I have to cut you because the network is not stable. So whenever we get him, we just bring him in. We don't know when we will lose him again. Honorable Emeka, we are sorry. We know the challenges of network in Nigeria. Please go ahead.
Sure.
While you were backstage, we were discussing the issue here. My friends were putting up some statements. Please go ahead with this health issue and ensuring our actors and actresses and
okay. Like I was saying earlier, the moment I got into office, I took this as a very serious issue, and the first thing we did was to initiate a very strong health management scheme where members had access to about 600 hospitals in Nigeria, and the possibility of you working in Lagos and you are filming in Enugu and you fall sick there, you can immediately port your records to get treatment in Enugu. All of this we put together, we call the Medicare. And I saw at that point in time when I came to office that there were so many people who were bedridden, seeking one help or the other. I immediately instituted the AGN HMO Trust Fund, where members were able to raise some millions of naira as an immediate intervention for people who were sick at that point in time. You will also notice that in the last 1 year, the issue of actors coming publicly to seek for help has reduced drastically, just because we had to do that immediate intervention. And we're hoping that people who have deep pockets, who think that they love actors, it is not by coming to social media to do giveaway to them or to dash them money. If you really do love actors, find out that we have a trust fund that you can put funds in, and it will be properly managed. And by the way, the chairman of that trust fund is a popular screen diva, Joke Silva, who has been doing very wonderfully well in that regard. Majority of the deplorable conditions of actors in Nigeria were not caused by these recent actors or the present day generation of actors. These had to do with the way the government has seen the industry from beginning. It's just about a few years ago that the industry came together to begin to set up HMOs, to begin to set up a collecting society to help in collecting royalties or residuals for intellectual property and all of that. Presently, we are working with MCSN and we are working with AVRS. All of these people are collecting royalties on behalf of actors. It is an age-long problem, cannot be solved in one day. You take it one step after another. But you find out that a lot of people do just take the sensationalism of the problem of actors and begin to think that because actors fall sick, that does not mean that there are not people who fall sick in the medical field, in the banking profession. But because we're in the public glare, it is easier for people to notice that actors have fallen sick and they do not have anything to fall back with. Presently, as I'm speaking with you, we are being raided every day in Nigeria. What do I mean by being raided? You see foreign filmmakers, big organizations like Netflix's, who are in Nigeria here, commissioning jobs, and they are commissioning these jobs through direct individuals who still want to make the same film the way they are making it when it's not Netflix commissioned films. And I begin to ask questions in my last visit to Equity in UK and Screen Actors Guild of America, and I said, why should Netflix pay royalties in Turkey, pay in UK, pay in America, and they're not paying in Nigeria? It then tells you that we have producers in Nigeria who want to keep the actors continually impoverished. But we are fighting all we can to see that these things come to an end. But as I'm speaking with you now, we have set up structures, and these structures are working, but we need actors to gradually be reorientated, that these structures are set for them and not against them. Because it doesn't cost you anything as an actor to pay 10,000 naira or 1,500 naira to get Medicare, which is very important. It is when you refuse to get health care that when it becomes very difficult for you to access health care, that you have a stroke. And when you have a stroke, no hospital has a record of your health history. It becomes too difficult. And then you come to public and begin to ask for people to help you at that point in time.
Thank you very much. You've done justice to these questions. We are happy to hear what you're saying, and we hope to see practical actions follow up. My colleagues all over Europe, take note that it's Schengen Story, so we have our coordinators all over Europe, but meanwhile, we have the major two men here. They would like to ask questions also. So let me start with my friend, colleague in France, Chuma Ebomuche. Yes, our honorable is with us. What do you have for Honorable Emeka Rollas? Remember, he's the national president, not just president, national, covering all of Nigeria, Actors Guild of Nigeria. And he has he's been doing his best. Go ahead, Chuma.
Yeah, Emeka, I thank you. You're welcome to the program. It's a pleasure having you here. I have so many things I want to really ask you, but I have to take them one after the other as I cannot overflow issues. I listened to you talk about royalties being done. You've organized something for that to see that people get royalties. But I don't know where you focused your attention on these royalties. Is it only the ones that were shown on cinemas or TVs? What about the ones on YouTube and all that? That is one. And then for these royalties to be effective, what measures did you put on ground for the contracts the actors will sign with the executive producer, cum producer, so that they will know that they are covered in these royalties? I have 3 questions for you, but I'm modeling them in their place. Then again, the next one is, since we know that we are not talking about facing reality about the life of our people and how to carry them forward, I want to ask, Nollywood is now number 2 in the world since 2010. I'm aware of that. 2009, 2010 was fluctuating between with Bollywood. Now we have come to stand. Netflix have bought us and we are shooting very well. What are you doing to see that the standard of our movies meet international, qualities and levels? As regards some actors, you can see some great actors in movies driving a car without seat belt. At the same time, you can see our good role models who come out to act. They put on eyelashes that look like long brooms. They are not trimmed. They don't look at one. That gives a very bad modeling experience to our younger ones. They come out on the streets and they put up all those things. They need to understand that these are all stage managed things. So what are you doing to curtail these? These are the places I see a little error. There are so many of them, but we'll communicate later behind the scene. Thank you. Can you solve these ones for us meanwhile?
Thank you very much, Chuma. I think his network has frozen, but he had you initially. What we'll do is we'll continue with the dialogue. Let's bring in the questions remain. The questions remain. Let's bring in Maziazu. Maziazu, are you open to say anything? Okay, Chuma, we were talking about what is happening in Nigeria. I want us to. Okay, I think Emeka is coming in again. I want us to buttress on the situation of the. Okay, Emeka is up again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, when I mentioned about royalties and residuals, it is the same thing globally. We have the World Property Organization, WIPO, and the performers fee is different. And to pursue all of this, we have different treaties all over the world that we must domesticate in Nigeria. And once these treaties are domesticated, then we are okay to begin to collect royalties and residuals. On your comment concerning, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go on.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Go on.
Hello?
On. Yes.
Hello?
Go on talking. I can hear you. We can hear you. Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Hello?
Go on.
So,
we can hear you, Emeka, but you're not hearing us.
Okay, what happened was it's all still the network issue. Good questions, Chuma. Good questions, Maziazu. What will you ask? What will you ask Emeka when he comes? Unmute, Maziazu. What will you ask Emeka when you get him? He is having network challenges. But
I think obviously my question would have gone to him with regards to the level of orientations they have for the actors, because when you have actors acting all kinds of movie scripts, it doesn't give an actor a proper direction of focus in acting. What kind of orientations are they giving to members of their guild in terms of creating a movie sequence that is very much of a Nigerian style in terms of the way actors present themselves. Many actors in Nigeria act 100, 200, 300 films, and they don't have any coherence. They don't have any relativeness, showing the kind of actor we want to portray of a person. There are very few who concentrate in doing one particular form of act in any movie. So,
Gentlemen,
what are they?
we're going to go on this short break. When we come back, we hope we will be able to wrap it up with Emeka Rollas. Also, we give a final discussion on the IPOB Odua situation and the AGF, Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation. So sit back. Sorry, we have this network challenge with Rollas, but it will all be fixed. So let's sit back and be back again. Thank you.
For a better lifestyle, inspiring stories for you. Your monthly dose of entertainment, a better mind. Schengen Story magazine is an African international bi-monthly magazine based in Milan, Italy, and founded in 2016. The publication focuses on personalities, fashion, style, entrepreneurship, and culture for Africans. The articles on food, movies, fitness, music, travel, sports, technology, and books are also featured. Our lives full of best stories. A lot can happen in a month. Expand your mind, change your world. Get Schengen Story magazine's full editions. Celebrating Africans make an impact. Read better, the inside story. Your fashion magazine for a better lifestyle. Inspiring stories for you. Your monthly dose of entertainment, a better mind, keeping you updated.
Hashtag Schengen Story Magazine. Get Schengen Story Magazine full editions.
All right, gentlemen, we're back again. We're back at it again. And Emeka Rollas is also here, but he's still having little network issue. So let's bring this discussion to Schengen Story News Roundup. We have the situation where the AGF has indicted and giving us what is happening with the with IPOB and Odua Group, the southeast of Nigeria IPOB and the southwest of Nigeria Odua Group. And he also gave us the names of the sponsors, even though he said he's keeping it discreet, but some of us have that information. They put out seven cases against the IPOB Kano, Mazi Kano, Nnamdi Kano, and so many things. Now, what is our concern is, why do you bring up all this when also there in the north of Nigeria, there are similar cases going on and nobody has proscribed them, nobody has indicted them, and nobody has made any effort to bring those occurrences in the north of Nigeria to control. We don't even have a spreadsheet of what is happening. We just mumble all the informations together. The federal government has not given us exact situations of what these terrorists, these bandits are doing and how come they are doing what they're doing. So What will you guys say, my men? What are your take on this whole thing? I know you listened to the AGF speech. We're going to play it here so you can have an idea of it again. The AGF speech in Nigeria. Let's give that.
I assume you all know about the sequel to the blockbuster movie The Fight Attendant is coming out. Fight Attendant 2, Fasten Your Seatbelt, star actor.
Gentlemen, are you listening? Is it clear enough? Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear anything.
Okay. Anyway, that's the Attorney General of the Federation, Malami, giving us a briefing on what happened last Thursday, and you obviously must have seen it on the social platform. So what are your take on this? Mazik Azu, what will you say about this?
Do you want me to say something now?
Yes, go ahead, Mazik Azu. Go ahead.
Yes. Obviously, I kind of listened to part of this press conference by the AGF on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu and the sponsors of Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho, and is becoming very, very embarrassing for this present government if they continue in this manner of media presentations. In as much as there is every legitimate right for a press conference of this nature, there is need for a proper guide in terms of the presentation itself. There is need to be conscious of the use of words and the paraphrasing of certain comments, in as much as it's coming from someone who is representing the government in a legal context. It has to be very the principle presentation of the press conference must be guided by the rules of the engagement. When you label people certain libelous message, you should be able to back it up with some evidences, with some strong legal framework in order to be able to convince the generality of people that the government is honest and sincere in the approach they are using to tackle the legality of the challenge they are putting forward against Nnamdi Kanu or Sunday Igboho on the issues of terror activities. And I think Malami has put himself in a very controversial position in Nigeria to date. Many of his comments and press statements or media presentations have raised a lot of conflicting reactions from the generality of people in Nigeria and even outside Nigeria. If he feels humble and honest enough to say that those who sponsor or fund Sunday Igboho's actions are sitting members of the National Assembly, he shouldn't just frivolously make that comment without making a clear indication of who are those people, because it's better that people know who the enemy is within than trying to play around the politicalization of such presentation in order to give some leverages to himself and the government of the day at the expense of those who are indirectly losing their lives and their properties and their well-being in the course of these agitations. I think the government, the AGF, and the entire policy-making body of this government should have a rethink on how they approach the challenges. There is nothing different from what Igboho has made in terms of comments, or what Nnamdi Kanu has made in terms of his comments, and what Sheikh Gumi is making right now, because the present statement of Sheikh Gumi saying that if the government declares bandit terrorists, then that will bring an end to Nigeria. Is a statement of terrorism. Is a statement that requires is being interrogated by the state security and apparatus, because it means that he knows more than every other person knows. So if someone like that can bring up a public statement that if Buhari makes a declaration of bandits as terrorists, then there will be a consequence. What does he mean by that? That means he understands what is going on behind the background, behind the scene that people don't know, and probably some of them know, and they are playing on the gallery. They are playing politics with everything. So if you can charge Sunday Igboho based on the comments they made, based on their words of agitation, you charge Nnamdi Kanu based on his commentaries on Biafra radio, his citations on Biafra radio, then what differs it from the incitation that Sheikh Gumi has been putting in on various media pages, on various social media pages? So there should be need to be fair. And when you talk about fairness and justice, it does not really, fairness and justice does not look at the face of tribe, ethnicity, gender, or coloration. Fairness is about understanding the context of argument and basing your decision and judgment on the facts and evidences before you. And if you cannot give a good hearing to one and then give a bad hearing to another because they are from different ethnic or they are from different colorations. That is not fair enough. So if Gomi has been making such incisive statement, I see it as incisive statement. I see it like challenging the government. I see it like telling the government, you cannot decide to declare anybody a terrorist. And if you do that, that means you are calling for war. So what is why shouldn't they go after Gomi and get him arrested, or get him to bring him to before the law and ask him to explain why he has to make that statement? Why does he have to declare that if this happens, then Nigeria will end? That is somebody telling you that there is a war in making, and they are just waiting for something to trigger it. And for anybody to trigger it, they are waiting for that trigger to happen. So it's the same thing as Nnamdi Kanu or Igboho saying, if you do this to me or you do this to my people, this is the consequences. And the consequences is happening. You take Nnamdi Kanu, his people are reacting. You take Sunday Igboho, his people are reacting. Now you want somebody saying, declare bandit terrorists, and somebody say, if you declare bandit terrorists, the consequences will be life or death. So we must be fair enough. The AGF and the government must be fair enough.
Thank you very much. That beautiful, wonderful insights there. Chuma, what is it you see about this whole thing?
This thing is a very, very it's a very delicate situation and a delicate something. I just read what Timmy Frank said. He was saying that the DSS, first of all, is playing the judge, the prosecutor, the accuser, the everything, and they said the complainant. They are the complainant, they are the prosecutor, they are the judge in their own case. And again, all the whole things they are labeling against Nnamdi Kanu has no ground. There's no ground to all these things. Sunday Igboho, there's no grounds to all these things. I wonder why an attorney general of a federation should come out to address an issue like this and then push it to one side. It's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be one-sided in this kind of a case. You're supposed to come out and then face the whole act. You are there as the attorney general, which means it's just like a father who has to judge a case between his 2 sons or 3 sons. He cannot side one and then kill the other 2. At the same time, we're living in a country where Nigeria is a country where everybody contributed to the independence. We never sat down to discuss our unity. The unity was forced upon us. We accepted to work together. If you look at our founding fathers and the words and the way they went, things were moving better. They were on region and the center was weak. Everybody worked better and it worked for all of us. But now we are all in the center and the regions are weak and they have been divided. They don't even have time to themselves. And some people are saying, like the adage in Igbo language that says, which means if you treat Tom, if you give Tom a little, you give Dick a little, and then you also give to Jerry a little. That is the way things works. So, but in the situation here, we are only a sect, a part of the nation is seen that as a sacrilege to say anything, to say stop oppressing me, and others are given the right to continue oppressing. It is not too good for the whole nation. I am making an appeal. Hold on, please, moderator. I am making an appeal to the FGN, the Attorney General, to please treat us all as one. The Hausa man is my brother. The Yoruba man is my brother. The Igbo man is my brother. Nigeria can be great if we are treated equal and given the free leverage to push the nation forward. Let patriotism, push us and not religion. Thank you.
Wonderful. On this note, gentlemen, we want to call it quits for today. News roundup. We at least we got some information from Emeka Rollas. It was nice having him with us, though Nigeria still has that communication challenge. It's a pity that as great as we are, it's not the fault of our guests. It is the fault of the network. As great as we are, the country's network flow is distorted. It's not. It doesn't stream like we have here in Europe. You know, people will be calling and they will go off. You're connecting to somebody and it goes off. It's sad. So this is what we are having, because as long as we are still connected virtually, we need that enhanced and very good network flow. So we plead to the Nigerian government, the Ministry of Communication, Ministry of Information, and whoever handles that side, that department, to please look into communication. Telecom business is a big business. Telecom business has also been hybrided. So they should also tap into this new style of doing it. So on this note, Godson Azu, do you have any word? We missed so many things anyway.
Yeah, we missed some few vital, like I said earlier on, this week is going to be a vital week for the survival and the stability of one of the two big parties in Nigeria, the People's Democratic Party. They'll be going into their national convention this weekend to elect new officers for the governance of the internal democracy of the party. And they have been here and there, up and down, but they are believing that all will be well this weekend at the convention. Hopefully they will go through and come out at the end successful. We're also looking forward to what happens at the APC convention, though there is no date stated for it, but these two parties must show a serious commitment to internal democracy and a genuine political leadership within its structures if they really want to take Nigeria to the next level of democratic dispensations. And then today, Nigeria is going to launch its e-Naira. I don't. You complained about telecommunication, the communication sector being as effective and efficient as they can. I think Nigeria is diverging into an area that is going to be very, very, very controversial, in the sense that e-Naira can only be spent when there is a good, strong network. If you go to make any payment, you pay through your phone, or you actually pay through your phone. That's the only way the e-Naira can function. And if you don't have a good network in a particular location, your transaction may not go through with the payment of e-Naira. And so how do they overcome that challenges? If and only the communication sector would upscale their services, their provisions, their network strength, and also ensuring the safety of the users' protection, because people will now have to load their values in their phone, on their wallet, and that wallet will be in your phone. And Nigeria is one of the highest undocumented social security hackers. When I say that, it means that there are so many hacking going on in Nigeria that are not recorded, that are not known. Like, people don't know that they have been hacking their phone. They steal your documents, steal your. So how do people get protected if they have to load 1 million naira on their e-wallet, load 10 million naira on their e-wallet, and somebody hack onto your phone suddenly, and you don't know, before you realize it, it's gone. Your money is gone in your wallet. So there's a lot of safety net that needs to be taken into consideration. I know that the president is also leaving for Saudi Arabia today with a bunch of people going to do an investment summit in Saudi Arabia. I hope that Nigeria is not gradually.
You will be in the UK and France also for health.
I hope that Nigeria is not gradually being sold for peanuts everywhere in the world, and where this government will leave us, or leave this generation and the next generation indebted forever with the way the government is going about looking for money without guarantees of repayment. We have infrastructures that are being put in place without no structural system for revenue generation from these infrastructures. You have the railway industry, the railway lines that are being created that are not generating even up to enough money to pay the workers, not to talk of servicing the rail itself. We have The third, we have the Niger Bridge has been a huge, how do you call it, elephant project that has not been able to generate anything, and nobody knows when it's going to start generating money to pay for the investment in it. We have the Ajakuta steel rolling mill, which has become a all government stealing pothole. Every government that comes use Ajakuta steel as a project to steal money. They put money, and every year you go there, Ajakuta still remain the way it is from the last time you saw it. So you have so many things that the government call capital projects. And they invest so much money, they borrow money and put there, and these things are not generating money to cover the cost of expenditure. And so we need to ask ourselves, is it worth borrowing when we do not have any means of paying back those borrowing through the infrastructure investment?
Thank you. On that note, I want to say thank you very much. Chuma, do you have any last words for today, 25th of October, Schengen Story News Roundup? You have anything to say?
First, I want to thank all our viewers for being here with us. And then we have to look into what is going on in Nigeria. I want to make an appeal to all Nigerians and to our leaders. We know we have no other country but that country. The Yorubas, the Oduduwas are asking to be free. The Biafrans are asking to be free. The Northerners are insisting there must be together. What does it mean? It calls for negotiation. Let us negotiate and get this nation right. There is nothing we can gain from borrowing money upon money upon money to put the nation, you continue putting the nation into debt without us being one. Now, you cannot progress when there is no patriotism. If there is patriotism, then we can actually move forward. What is Ghana doing that we cannot do? Why are they doing it better than us? They learn from us, and today they are better than us. Why? Why can't we come together and restructure the country the way it's supposed to be? We have all we need in the nation to go forward. We have all the resources to go forward. Let all these elephant projects that has been standing there be put into use. Get a committee, if possible. Get an eye from outside that we see to every cent that goes into that place. Or better still, get investors. We have investors that are ready and willing to come into Nigeria to take over Ajakuta steel industry and other ones, the railroads and others. Then we put it into use, run it for 10, 15 years, get their money back, or while they are running it, they run it with the government and be giving percentage. Let what happened to Virgin not happen to us. Nigeria is a good country, and we must move forward as one. Patriotism, let it reign in Nigeria. Everybody, everywhere you are, think of how to make Nigeria better, and let our politicians wake up and stop killing the nation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Gentlemen, on this note, I say gracias. Gracias. Merci. Merci.
Yeah.
And thank you very much. We had our man, Emeka Rollas, although the network didn't make him stay as long as he wanted, but at least we had some words from him, and we had him. Listen, we'll be having more wonderful personalities joining us, and in fact, it may be 2 or more in some cases. So I appreciate our viewers, I appreciate you guys, and thank you. See you next week on Schengen Story News Roundup. Bye-bye.
Thank you all.
And see you next Monday.